Hello, my name is Ryan Zard, and today we are going to talk about the Bobcat. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Zards. Welcome back to Fortnite Save the World, where we now have the new Bobcat. This was given to us by the fork knife gods yesterday, and this is a new type of video that I will be doing, is a review, or before you buy, I guess you could say. This one is my first. It is about the Bobcat, so I'll be scoring it, talking about it, whatever the heck I decide to do after I film this portion. However, right now I will be going over the stats. Now this is how you would get it. It is a static perk weapon. However, you can modify the perks, upgrade them, all this stuff, except for this perk. You cannot change this perk, so come to terms with it. I've not upgraded the perks or anything. I've just made it level 20 silver to give it a bit of a fighting edge in levels and stuff, but keeping it kind of relatable to plenty of people. This is as much as I leveled it up, level 20. 58 power, all these stats you see here, decent damage, although it is a tad low in my experience. Headshot damage, all this stuff is relatively normal. It's not a sniper like the Tiger. It's just your average assault rifle weapon. It has a higher fire rate and a larger magazine size than most, although that does help. We've got decent range, all this stuff. So let's head into comparisons. On to comparisons. Now you may be wondering, why am I comparing this with a Tiger? Now it is kind of to have a little spiel, but they were both sent out within a couple weeks of each other. Both have a feel of military weapons, obviously, made to look much more realistic. This is obviously a P90. This is obviously an assault rifle, used for military purposes. Now, I am going to say, neither should replace the other. You shouldn't be thinking of this and that. They are purpose-built weapons, and you can see that from their stats. This one is made for close-up fighting, which will come over into some other comparison. This is made for close fighting, large volume of fire, less damage per bullet, but more chances to hit. This is made for single or triple shots at longer range on singular enemies. This is made to spray down a bunch. Obviously the impact is greater. Reload time is actually very high on this, which is something that we will come into here. Now, when comparing the Bobcat to the Siegebreaker, I am going to largely disregard the damage. However, of course, the damage is most likely higher since this one is more upgraded. But, I mean, the damage is most likely higher anyway because of the lessened fire rate here. Again, purpose-driven weapon. This one is more for medium range. This one's for close and medium range. However, I do love using it at a decently long range. This one even has longer range here, which the maximum distance beyond which this weapon deals no damage. Now, the reload time is higher here, which again, if you're going for close-up fighting, reload time is very, very, very necessary to be low. If you reload for 3 seconds, that's 3 seconds that you're open for a swarm. And impact is low here, although again, you're supposed to be spraying and praying, not knocking people over. So again, here's the perks and quirks and all this jizzle jazzle. I have not upgraded these yet to give you the full extent of a new weapon. Now, on to the Death Ray. Again, a similar weapon. These ones are closer. This one actually has a higher damage, of course, as what I said. A far lower fire rate, far lower magazine size, far higher range, reload time, impact is actually lower here. There's almost no impact from the Death Ray. I did not expect that. Almost the same boat as this. You're going to see the same thing except for impact there. Same comparison. Anywho, on to the scoring for me. The points given for each category are: damage dealing, how deadly and consistent at dealing damage the weapon is, 10 points. Roll, how well does the weapon execute its intended function, 5 points. Accuracy, how accurate the weapon is, 5 points. Feel, how good the weapon feels to use, 5 points. And efficiency, how efficiently per unit of ammunition is the weapon, also 5 points. So, how did I rate the Bobcat? Well, for damage dealing, I rated it a solid 9 out of 10. Now, it may not always hit its mark or use the best amount of ammo. However, I think that it does a great amount of damage in a very short amount of time. For roll, I said a 3 out of 5. I decided that the weapon executes its purpose very well. However, the mag time, the reload time, is incredibly long for reloading at close range. You can get backed up in a corner with this weapon, and sometimes it's hard to get out of that. Accuracy, how accurate is the weapon? I rated it a 4 out of 5. It's not the most accurate, however, I did like the feel of the weapon and the range of which I was able to get some decent damage against the husks. Now, with the feel, I decided it was definitely a 5 out of 5. I loved the gunplay, I loved the feel of the weapon, and how it works. I think it meshed pretty well, and it's an easy weapon to use. And for number 5, efficiency, I give it a 3 out of 5. It does get good damage per bullet, but it is sometimes a spray and pray weapon, and it also shreds through your ammo extremely quickly. Just getting the clips for this video, I had to make a ton of ammunition, so keep that in mind. The overall score is a 24 out of 30. So Ryan Zard, should I buy the Bobcat? I believe it's a solid yes. I think that for people that don't have an amazing, perfect stat upgraded assault rifle yet, or for newer players, or people halfway through the game, it's definitely a solid weapon, but you need to be able to craft the ammo and hit the shots. It is definitely something that I think works better with a ninja when used with a ninja, because it does have the ability, the ninja has the ability to jump out of danger, while other classes either need to teleport out of the area, or you're pretty much screwed if you're stuck with that reloading weapon. If you don't have an ability to get you out, you're gonna have a bad time. So you need to definitely be spatially aware and be able to hit your shots. But it is a lovely weapon. It's definitely a solid platform to use whenever you feel like it. It's a good medium range weapon. It's a good short range weapon. It is decent at long range. I like it. It feels great to use, and it shreds through the husks. This is my opinion. If you don't agree with me, you can take it up with me in the comments. I will be happy to hear your opinion. Everyone is welcome. And if this is helpful, please like and subscribe. It is incredibly important to me to get this algorithm in my favor. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and no attention has come my way. So even a like or a comment takes 2 seconds of your day, and it will make mine. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Ryan Zard out.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my head.